Hello, City of Heroes, City of Villains fans. It's Tommy again. I think this is gonna be my nightly ritual to fall asleep. I've got some other fun stuff I'm planning to do with my channel. I just need time. I'm gonna take probably a couple weeks break off because I got a vacation coming up, and I want to take some time away from the game to do some things I need to get done in the real world, like paying taxes on my business. I'm an independent contractor, and it sucks. Tax time sucks for me. But anyway, um, I wanted to show off my tank Radolith. If you've been watching the Five Lives challenge, you know that I've kind of fell in love with tanking. I used to hate tanking. I wasn't very good at it. But thanks to Apocalyptical and some of his encouragement and advice, thanks, dude. I really appreciate you, man. And a little help from Chatty Cathy Chat GPT, I ended up creating this tank that I really liked, and I decided I would level him all the way up. I just need to fix that. I always forget something, but that's my ADHD. There's always something that's not quite done. Anyway, Radolith is radiation armor and stone melee. These two things go very well together, surprisingly well together. I was shocked at how well the two sets mesh. I'm gonna fix that too. A second here. I've probably got some catalyst in my base, so rather than buy one, I'm just gonna bump over to the base and grab a cap of catalyst. I should do a video on base building. I have a really simple base. It's not very complicated. I am not a base building expert, nor would I ever pretend to be. This is just a functional base, but I think a good video. I haven't seen a video yet on how to do a real good simple base. I think I built this base in under an hour, maybe an hour and a half when I first originally built it. It didn't take very long, and I followed an old blueprint guide from back in the old live days to do it that I had saved. I got to find it again. Anyway, let's make sure all of his sets are catalyzed, because I forgot to catalyze everything. What I'm doing now is I'm just making sure that they've all got catalyst, which means that they've been changed to their superior versions and can handle and will basically level. They'll stay. The bonuses stay with you at all levels. Any level the power is active. But anyway, Alpha Barrier. I got 3 slots of titanium coating. Proton Armor, one of my favorite sets. Aegis, got the full set in that. Fallout Shelter. This is protects us from sleep, mobilizes stuns, etc. Slows. I got 3 slotted of impervious skin, along with a little extra status resistance from that proc there. Full slot of preventive medicine. You've probably seen it on almost every build I have. If I can find a place to stick preventive medicine, it's going in. Particle shielding. The humble doctored wound set. This set's got a lot of fun set bonuses, and I think it's a very inexpensive set that you can get a lot of mileage out of if you slot the full thing. But I only did 3 for this. He's a tank. He's pretty tough. I said I don't get to use much at all. Perfect Zinger. You notice I did proc here. So there's 2 procs. There's this proc for negative damage from the Lady Grace set, and then there's I think there's a proc for psionic damage from Perfect Zinger in here too. So that's gonna help Beta Decay do a little bit more damage. I believe it's a toggle. Radiation therapy, another heal. So radiation armor gets 2 types of heals, which is really nice. And so that's also a heal. Also does a little bit of damage, I believe. Ground Zero. I've got Superior Avalanche set in there. I think that's the only super rare set I've got in here. Meltdown. Just that's his tier 9. A lot of times only one slot to tier 9s, and that's just based on what I've read in forums. Again, I follow a lot of forums builds, and I've read about forum builds, so a lot of these builds may look similar to builds you've seen on the forums, and I'm just following the slotting logic that a lot of people already had. Got the Superior Might of the Tanker and Stone Fist. We've got Crushing Impact and Stone Mallet. That's a really expensive set. Also great bonuses, similar to Doctor Wounds. It's got great bonuses in that set. Mako's Bite, another non-expensive set that's got a lot of good bonuses. You could take the rares out of here, especially the Superior here, and even the ATOs, the archetype enhancements, and put others in there and still have a really strong build. And let's see, Gauntleted Fist. That's the other tanker one. I always one slot a taunt with a taunt in range or a taunt recharge in range. A little bit extra range on that taunt, a little extra duration on that taunt. You don't need a fully slot taunt for it to be awesome. Or confront for scrappers. I think it's placate for stalkers, which does something slightly different. Placate stops incoming stops the mobs from noticing you, diverts their attention, whereas taunt calls attention and confront calls attention. Sprint. I saw this suggestion. I went for it. I put the full quick foot set. So I got some extra smashing, lethal damage, and mes resistance. Also, it allowed me to keep sprint on without it being too taxing on my damage and allow me some fast movement speed. There's already some movement speed buff in Radiation Armor, I believe, in Beta Decay, if I'm correct. There's movement speed somewhere, recharge speed there, but I feel like there's a movement speed buff in here somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. I might be wrong with that, though. Let's see. That's resistance. There's resisting slows. Maybe that's what I mistook for movement speed buff. Probably the resisting slows in Fallout Shelter I thought was a movement speed buff. So I guess I'm wrong about that. Yeah, there's no movement speed buff in Radiation Armor itself. I thought there was, but I guess I mistook that. That's alright. Combat jumping. It's going to be a proc meal for us. Oh, so yeah, you've seen me do this before. The Numinas in health, and then the 3 slots of efficacy, adapt, and stamina. I picked that up from a couple of forum builds I read, and I use it every time now. It just works right. Combat jumping, very specifically, combat jumping took that so I get that spring attack. That gives me another AoE power, and if you slot that up, it's fully slotted with these Armageddons. It's real nice. I've seen people proc out it too. I'm not a big uber proc user, but I could see the purpose of that, why you would do it. But in this case, I want the set bonuses and the extra damage and stuff from Armageddon, so we're going for it. Luck of the Gambler can hang out in combat jumping. Shield Wall, which gives you a little bit of 5% resistance to all, I think, on top of protection from being teleported. Reactive Scaling Damage Resistance, which I also think gives you another 5% of resistance overall. It scales. I'm not sure how the scaling works, but it is nice. Oh, I got it. It starts off at 0 and slowly increases to 10 as your health decreases. It's nice to have. Kismet to hit, making sure we can hit things a little bit more, especially with having the newer levels, the 5, 6s, and the 7 levels you can get up now. The +5s, the +6, +7. It's important, I think, to have every character to have a little bit to hit from something on them. Give them a little bit of hit rate, a little bit of accuracy. I didn't slot teleport target. I could have. I just put a +5 in hasten. It's more than good enough. That combined with Beta Decay should give me plenty of recharge. Conserve power, +5 of recharge in that. I needed to put something there because I wanted to get that. Excuse me. I've had to still get over this damn cold. Conserve power. It's nice. I can just click it, but I really wanted physical perfection, so I could proc meal it here with recovery, endurance, run speed, more extra ability to move, and a chance to heal self. Tanks often are slow, depending on the power set. Unless it's super reflexes, and ninjutsu. So it's nice to get a little extra run speed. Tough's got 3 slots of titanium coating, and Weave's got a Luck of the Gambler Keys Global Recharge Speed in there. So, nothing too crazy going on here. Pricier than normally I go a lot of my builds, but I really wanted this tank to be something special. And I think it worked out. So overall, he's got... let's look at the damage resistance. He's capped at smashing and lethal. Almost capped at fire. Decent cold resistant. Capped for energy. So he's capped for smashing lethal. So the cap there is 90% for tanks. Very close to fire being capped. So he could probably hang out on a fire farm and not melt. Negative energy resistance is pretty high. Sonic resistance ain't bad. That's good. Sonic resistance is hard to get. And I think it's kind of nice that radiation armor has some of that built in already. Also, you see my logic for why I go for set bonuses over procs. A lot of procking, I might lose some of this sonic resistance. So, really hefty amounts of it. Toxic resistance also capped. So he's capped for almost four of the most common, or near cap for almost four of the most common types of damage: smashing, lethal, fire is close, energy resistance, healthy amounts of psi resistance, and toxic. Defense wise, and again, that's my logic for going over set bonuses over procs. I know people love their procs, but I really would prefer the set bonuses. Defense, not that great. His defenses are rather low, but he's got so many hit points, so much resistance. It's not a problem. I want things to hit me. And abilities, and two healing abilities in both radiation therapy and what was the other one? I'm at least forgetting how powers work. Both radiation therapy and gamma boost, which is auto self regen. That he's just really doing quite well. Hit points could be better. I've got Task Force Commander. I know there's other ones. I just haven't gotten them yet. I'm lazy. And Task Force Commander is so easy to get villain side. You just run all the you just run all the mayhem missions villain side. You can get the villain version, and then you just convert back to hero, and it turns into Task Force Commander. Endurance buffs are great. He never runs out of energy. His regeneration rate is more than respectable, if not downright godly for this game. Recovery is also pretty high. He's got a nice amounts of hit bonuses. That's going to help him. Accuracy bonuses are also going to help him. He's got damage bonus. That 20% damage bonus is nice. Again, set bonuses over procs. That's why I choose them. Everybody's different. You do you. Healthy amounts of recharge. And so he all in all, he's a pretty hefty tank. It's hard for him to be held. It's hard for him to be debuffed. He's got healthy amounts of debuff resistance. Not as well. No, not as much as the scrapper I had earlier on, but darn close. Darn close, actually. I didn't realize that. So overall, a good, healthy, meaty, beefy tank that can do just about all content in the game. I did have him running. I'm going to crank it up, his difficulty settings. We're going to do +4, not +5, because I don't want to be on for 3 hours. But we're going to do +4. And I think, why don't we... I'm going to run, let's go to Granville. Let's go place difference. Everybody's always in Paragon Island. Let's go to Granville. Let's hang out in Granville and get in trouble. Alrighty. So, we're gonna do a newspaper mission in Granville. Circle of Thorns. Oh, dare I do Carnival of Shadows? Nope, this is Longbow. Nope, it's Carnival of Shadows. Ugh, that can drag. I like Carnival of Shadows, but I really hate the phasing. The Carnival mission, the Carnival Mistress's phasing can just drag things on. I got just a Circle of Thorns or Carnival. Circle of Thorns should be fine. Let's defeat Messiness and Garza. A boss defeat should be pretty simple. He could handle the Carnival. He has handled Carnival in the past quite well, but I just sometimes don't want to deal with the phasing. Plus, I cranked it up. I think we're in +4 times 6. Yes, he can do +5. Yes, he can do 4 times 8. Yes, he can do 5 times 8. But I don't really want to sit here for hours and hours. He's still a tank. He does quite respectable damage for a tank. Probably more damage than a lot of tanks do. But I don't want to be here all night. This is just a quick video I'm doing just to pass the time. So it's +4 times 4. More than enough to show off his, to show him off. I have incandescence. I don't want to knock, but I might spec out of it. I'll take the momentary buff from it though, as well as I'll toggle on my toggle buff from assault for his damage. I went with cardiac. I always go with cardiac. It's hard for me not to select cardiac. I'm gonna craft some enrages really fast. He can afford to do that. You notice at first he started really taking a beating. And remember, these are +4s, so they're going to do quite a bit of damage. I'm going to do Meltdown. Meltdown, unlike a lot of the older tier 9s, doesn't have too bad of a penalty for its crash. But as you can see, for a tank, he's doing quite a bit of damage. And he's taking out, if these were +5s, he'd survive the battle, but he'd be here. He'd be here for quite a bit of time, beating them the heck out of them. As you can see, he's doing respectable damage for a tank. There we go. I did +4 instead of ×8 too, because I don't want to be here all night. This is hopefully just an hour-long, 40-minute to hour-long demo. All right. You know what I have not played with? Is I have not played with Stone Blast yet. So if anybody got suggestions, I think I'm going to be doing a Pretoria run, and I want some suggestions for tunes to run. I would like to, oh, this guy's getting on my nerves. Let me go over here. He's trying to, I've got two of these mages here. They're just trying to be the bane of my existence. He should be able to take this boss out soon, though. There will be a crash soon for Meltdown, but it's not going to affect me much. Recovery bonuses and stuff I have to help, but also the newer sets, like Radiation Armor, don't have a heavy of an endurance crash like you might have seen earlier with Energy Aura in the other video for the Scrapper, the Energy Aura Scrapper. It's quite a nasty crash. It's hard to avoid. This has kind of a mini crash, but he has such great recovery that he bounces right back from that. I really wish they would look at the nukes and just standardize them all. I don't mind the nukes. I don't mind the tier 9s having a little bit of a penalty to them, but I think the crash is just too severe. I don't really notice it if you're on one of the sets, the older sets that has the harsh tier 9 crashes. If you've got some good defender, corruptor, mastermind, support kind of person with you that can replenish your energy, you don't notice it that much. Kind of get protected against that, like teaming with an electric or something, or with a really good empath. Sorry, I lost my concentration. Trying to take a little bit more damage than I wanted to, mostly because I was trying to talk and think and play at the same time. But if you're teamed with a good teammate who's got some good endurance or restoring abilities, those tier 9 crashes don't hurt as much either. And I get they were designed, everything was designed to be played with as a team, so I understand that. Why am I not able to hit something? Oh, I'm kind of stuck. I think I was still stuck in the geometry or something. Felt like I was unable to target anything, and I don't think I was mezzed. I highly doubt I was mezzed. I think I was just kind of in the geometry a little weird and couldn't target. Now you'll notice I'm missing a lot more than I want, and that's that stupid ghost up there that's causing me all these problems. And I'm going to use my tier 9 again. I'm going to use my this here, just to buff me up. It's going to knock things all over the place. But they'll come back. I'm going to get rid of this thing here, because it's causing me to miss a lot. If I didn't have the to hit bonuses and accuracy bonuses I had, this would be a lot worse. I would just be whiffle missing here. And get this one too. Where'd he go? Come on, buddy. There you go. We're way too much missing. Another reason I'm glad I didn't go up. And this little bastard back here too. Let me get him. I'm going to taunt him in. Crash is imminent, but you'll notice I won't notice it much. The meltdown's imminent. I'm glad they added those warnings to the game. Those, see, I lost a bit of endurance. If I was really in a tough spot, oh, I need that. If I was really in a tough spot, it'd be a little harder. Oh, sorry for the weird look here. I really need this thing to go bye-bye. These orange bagel ghosts are really annoying. They floor your accuracy. They just floor it. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm trying to target over there. It's hard to do. Geometry's good. We're gonna jump in. He's against +2s earlier, and he was just mopping the floor with the +2s. Just mopping the floor with them. Ooh, terrorized. Oh, that's what was happening to me. I guess I don't have good terrorized protection, or it's stacked a lot. I'm gonna take 2 of those legs there. Kind of protect me from random stuff. I have not been using the pets much because I'm finding in some of these other areas that I could use them. My pets just die. If I'm on higher settings, they just get crushed. This is good. I wonder if this gives me boost to special. Let's see if that helps me hit stuff. Those ghosts are really freaking annoying. If you're fighting Circle of Thorns and you're having trouble hitting stuff, kill the specters. Kill the Thorn Specters, the Oran Banging Ghost. Kill them, kill them, kill them. Make them die, die, die. I'm gonna give myself a damage boost again. I need to train myself to not be afraid of the tier 9. As you can see, it's not bad. The stone armor on those Magnathorn casters, too, combined with those debuffs, make them really hard to hit when they've got Ghost with them. Alrighty. Did a pretty good job there. Let's see. I'm not worried about the meltdown. Well, let me make sure that doesn't go anywhere. It does. It does go somewhere. A dead end. Nothing to the left or right there. Nope. All right. That just goes to a dead end. So we're gonna go back up here. You can see there's a bend up here we'd miss. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna look for that little bend there. There it goes. We're going around the curve here. See if it goes somewhere. It doesn't actually. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit further up then. There's another bend we missed in the road, in the trail there. So we're gonna head up that way. I use my keyboard to move, so that's what you're hearing. Click, click, click. Actually, I have an expanded keyboard that's got left and right keys. Give myself a little rage boost, and this and that, and a little of that too, just to keep me going. Try to taunt this guy back here to come on in and join the party. And I'm gonna stack a little damage here. Yeah, spring attack I think is really overlooked. Oh yeah, I've got a macro for spring attack if you haven't noticed. Target location macro. Those things are lifesavers. There were no ghosts in this mob, which made this killing go much, much faster. This is normally the speed he kills at, what you just saw. It did not last a super long time. But when you get a lot of those ghosts, those specters, or those Orim Bangin, I hope I'm saying it right, Bangin Oro, Ghost, dropping Chillum Night and stuff on you. So one kind of neat tip is that when you see that red, that means that's the last mob. Or it should be the last mob on the map. Okay, we're going to go right here. We got all our AoEs up too, which is nice. We can fire off a whole series of AoEs. He ends up with like, if we count radiation therapy, ground zero, the mighty core, and spring attack, he's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AoEs. So it makes up for the lack of AoE in stone melee. I think you noticed in stone melee I skipped tremor and fault, but I don't miss them. Thanks to how radiation armor works, and it having a lot of damage in the armor and spring attack. I don't really need them. I just got the heavy hitter single targets. And that the minimal procking that I've done in the damage sets more than make up for it. There we go. So he did a pretty good job. So that was Radolith on +4. Yes, he could have done +4 by 8. He could have handled it just fine. He could do +5 by 8. But it would have taken significantly longer, especially I've noticed with Circle of Thorns, the higher the difficulty rating, the more likelihood is you're going to get mobs of the ghost, and nothing's worse than an entire mob of nothing with those specters and ghosts. Because you're just going to be sitting there wiffle balling, slowly whittling away at him until you can finally kill him. But yeah, that's Radolith. I can show off his banging costume. I like his look. I like Radolith. I'll take a quick peek at his build again and take a peek here. If you want to look again, that's the build. Nothing super fancy. I think it's something anybody could throw together, and even he'd still be good, even without the Superior Avalanche and Armageddon and all the ATOs kind of really do make a diff. You can get the ATOs a lot cheaper than some of the other stuff. But even if it was just all regular IOs, like none of the superior stuff and rare stuff, he'd be good. He'd still be good. He's good on SOs. Not as good, obviously, but he was a good tune to play from early level on to the top level. I kind of played him the old-fashioned way to start out with, and he was excellent day one. Um, just a real good set. I think the recharge buff from Beta Decay really uh, Stone Melee likes it. It likes recharge. Recharge from the set bonuses and recharge from Hasten are really helping it. Hasten's kind of a one slot wonder thanks to Beta Decay and Hasten kind of stacking with each other plus the set bonuses. Just a real good tune to play and a lot of fun, really enjoyable. Lots of smash. Um, Look at it, looks good. He looks so cool. I just love this guy. This is a really. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this one. So he looks really good here. But yeah, that's Radolith. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night. I'm gonna go to